To graph this inequality, the first thing I'm gonna do is decide if the line is gonna be solid or dashed. This inequality symbol less than is not underlined, so that means that the line that we're gonna draw is dashed. Ultimately, to draw the line, I need 2 points, but I'm going to solve this time for y so that I can use the begin and move method to graph the line. To solve, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I end up with y is less than negative 3x plus 4. Okay, we're going to begin specifically on this one at the number 4 because that is my y-intercept. So I'm going to begin at 4. So I'm going to grab a point and I'm going to go up to 4 on the y-axis. Okay, next I'm going to move using the slope. So the slope here is negative 3. But to be able to move, I need a fraction. So I'm going to put that over 1. So rise negative 3, run 1 from 4. So rise negative 3 is down 1, 2, 3, run 1. Okay, and now the line, I'm going to draw it in as a dashed line. You can test a point, but the advantage of having the y by itself on one side is that you can use the shortcut. If it's less than, if you imagine putting a pencil on this line, less than, you would roll your pencil down the page. So we're gonna shade underneath. If it would have been greater than, I'd roll my pencil up and shade above. So with less than, I'm gonna shade below. And I end up with this graph. If you don't use the shortcut, you would want to test a point. If I try 0, 0, I would grab my inequality, my original one, and then I want to see, does 0, 0 make this true? So if I substitute in 0 for the x and 0 for the y, 0 plus 3 times 0 is 0, and 0 is less than 4. So that means 0, 0 should be included in the shading, and that's what tells me to shade this way. I just want to emphasize one more time that original inequality, if the y is by itself, just because you see a less than, if the y is not by itself, if the just because you have a less than does not mean you'll shade down every time. This shortcut only works when the y is by itself.